Hello everybody, Helen Chin-Lu here, certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, Reiki master teacher, now the owner of the Healing Place and the Healing Place Energy School, and now the author of Know Your Chakras. I'm very proud of this book, but we'll talk about that another time. Today, I want to talk to you about the power of stop. Stop. Well, why did I want to talk about this subject? Well, I woke up to some awful news. My son came bringing me a cup of coffee, and he started telling me how one of my favorite TV show hosts, Anthony Bourdain, took his life. And here I am. I just got really sad, same way I felt about Robin Williams when he took his life. And I think about these people who have everything. They have everything. They have all the things that most people admire and want. And not only did I love his personality, I connected more to Anthony Bourdain than Robin Williams because I like he has an edgy personality. I have an edgy personality. Believe it or not, I do. I'm quick with my wit, and I'm very thoughtful. And Anthony, his connection with the world was he connected people with food. And who doesn't understand the power of food? Everybody needs to eat. And if you're one of those foodies like I am, I connect to anyone. I develop conversations about food. And it's just something that we all need to do every day. So as I was thinking about his passing, and I'm thinking to myself, here's a guy that has everything. And yet something inside of him was empty. And I think about our personal needs. Everybody, more or less, want these things that I'm about to list as their everyday comforts. People want a loving partner. Some people want a family and children, a home, food to put on their table every day, meaningful work, abundance, money, health, joy, and peace. And I'm going to assume that Anthony has all of those things, but there's what was lacking of peace. And I'm being presumptuous. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe he's just had enough. He's done everything that he possibly could do. And he just said to himself, let's call it a day. I'm done. I'm just done. And what happens for those people who don't achieve or their needs have not been met? Do we end up chasing what we don't have? So most of us, we're looking for a partner, we're looking for money. I don't know what we're all looking for. Everyone is looking for something. Me, myself, out of all the things I just described, what's important to me is peace, to have a peace of mind. And even though I've been a healer professionally for 12 years, there's still things that make me crazy, and I'm chasing that. So when I become what I call disconnected from my body, because we all become disconnected, disconnection from our soul, from our spirit. And what causes this disconnection? A lot of times it is a belief that we should have everything. What is everything? Why can't we accept ourselves for who we are and be okay with this, with the package that you have? And then because of today, most of our communication has been replaced by social media. We become very disconnected from our tribe, our community. And as we're watching people on social media, we think that these people have it all. Why can't I have it all? But who determines what is all? So this is where I'm going to give you a suggestion. Stop. Really stop what you're thinking, because how are these thoughts eating away at you? It eats away at our soul. And we truly believe over time we are not good enough. Stop, stop. I wish I had a stop sign right here and say, stop. The next time you have a negative thought about yourself, I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. Question number 1, ask yourself, how are your thoughts supporting you? Your life purpose, you. How are your thoughts supporting you? Is it elevating you, or is it bringing you into your shadows, your darkness? And what you're thinking of, is it really real? Or is it something that you are using to take up time and space and eats away at you? And who are you comparing yourself to? This is really key, because if you think everybody on Facebook, social media has this wonderful life, it is not true. And even me, I come across as someone really cheerful and pretty upbeat, but you know what? I go into my darkness. So what I am suggesting to you, I do for myself. I stop and stop believing everything you think. So once you just stop, sit quietly, this is the first step of recognition. You're recognizing this is not serving me, and now the work begins. Stop believing everything you think. Instead of thinking about the darkness, I want you to take your thought and turn it around. Instead of dwelling on what you don't have, why don't you dwell on what you do have? As I live as you can see, in the woods, I am very thankful for my home. I'm thankful that I'm able to sit here and communicate with you. I have this creative drive. So and my chase would be, I don't have enough time. Stop. Who am I comparing myself to? Am I in competition with me? Stop punishing yourself for what you don't have. Instead of give yourself a high five for the things you do have. Because that is more important than anything else. Giving yourself grace, which means be okay with where you are in this moment without having any more expectation than being grateful. I really want you to think about that, and let's take 3 cleansing breaths before we sign off. And breathe through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. And as you exhale, I want you to put that negative thought on a cloud. Not only cloud, you go, what kind of cloud? Well, it's not an IT cloud where you're putting all your data up in a cloud, but the negativity cloud. Hi, Mitzi. He'll stop. Come back to you. Instead of thinking what you're lacking, think of your abundance. So take 3 breaths, breathe in and out. Push it out, breathe in and breathe out. One last time, breathe in and breathe out. I want you to be thankful for your life. Whatever that means to you, give thanks. Be okay with where you are. You are the very best you could be right at this moment, and really give yourself a hug. I'll talk to you really soon. Have a good day. Helen Chinlu from The Healing Place and The Healing Place Energy School. Bye-bye.